So today we will be starting with our auth route, that is authentication route. For example, there are some routes called sign up and sign in. So that's what we'll be starting today. So the first step that comes is first I will clear the screen. Chandrasekhar, were you able to solve your doubt yesterday that there
Yes,
was an
sir.
error?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So first, like the first thing we have to do is we actually have to make a route. So this was a dummy route just to learn and just to see as a first route we made, but we won't require it in the future. So after that, now we can make a new route that is auth routes, and when we go to the auth routes in the demo route, we see that this step is common for all the routes when you make. And also we have to export this part, module dot export. So these three lines are common for different routes. So let's make the route inside it. So the first route that I'm going to make is register. Let's say router. So register, like we are sending the data to the server. So it will be a post request. And after I can say register. And after that, we used to create a controller right here. With that controller, we will make that function that will check, like will work as a logic part. So if we go to the controller, we will add like auth controller.js. So we have to export it as well. So write it register controller. So it will be a async function because we'll be dealing with our backend as well. That's why it's an async function. Request, then response, and it's, after that we'll make a try and catch block. Yeah, this is the like the basic thing we did. I think I have not started the server. It started at port number 3000. So I will open it. It says hello from homepage because we made that earlier. So this was the basic route. But actually we don't need the UI just for now. So we'll be working in the backend right now. After that, I also need to connect my compass. So the project name was working backend training. Yeah, this one. So I will click on connect. Okay, so my project is like database is ready. And after that, now I will start working on it. So I have to make the controller first. So we'll be working with the database. That's why we have to require our model as well. This is we created, we exported this. So actually we have to create it in our database. That's why we will need to require the variable. So let's say forms user model require and go to model and then user model. Now we'll get our model. So inside the try block, what we have to do is, so what what we are expecting from our front end, that is client. We are expecting this data, right? Name, email, password, and phone. So we are expecting this data. So we'll write it in the like when we get the data from the front end or client, we get it in the form of JSON manner. But we have to convert that data into the JavaScript object. That's why here we write express.json so that we can convert our JSON from, sorry, we can convert our JSON to JavaScript object. So it's a middleware. So you can write app.use express.json and click on save. And now will be able to get the data in the form of an object. And after that, when we destructure the object, we can write it like this. For example, this screen is coming. Okay. So we need name, email, password, and phone. So we can write it after restructuring it. Name, email, password, and phone. And how we get the data from the client, that is front end. We write request, we get it from here. So request dot body. So that we will get the data. For example, when we send the data in the form, right? So we'll make a form with these four fields. And when we click on post, and when we like execute the method of like Axios dot post, and we will send this data there as well. Now we are getting the data using request dot body. And after that, we will do some validation that name is not there. Then we will return uh, response. We will send a response that mm, it's an error. That is name is required. Similarly, all of the fields are right here. Required is true. That's why we have to do this for all of our fields. So we will copy this and email, password, and phone. So after this small validation, we will check if the user exists. So what we did here was the email is not unique, right? So we have to make the email unique so that it acts as a primary key. So there is you can write here unique. So this will act as a primary key. So like only one email, like only one account will be made using one email only. That's why we have to write unique here. So here we will check if our user already exists. So how we can check this? We can write here any variable like existing user. We write await here because we want to check in the database. So this was our database schema. We'll check inside our database. User model dot find one, and we will pass this email that we get from the body. We will check if this already exists in our backend or not. So after that, if it exists, like if existing user is true, this means that this email is already registered. Then after that, we will send a response. mm, with the success. We give it false. And after that, we can give it a message also that a user already registered with this email. So if it's true, we will send this onto our front end. And if it's false, then we will proceed further. So the next step is to make a new object, and we will pass that, like push that into our database. So how we can do it? Let's make the object, say user, and then we have to give it like this. We have to add new, and that we imported, that is user model. So user model. So we'll pass the data that we want to save inside the name, email, password, and phone. Copy this, then paste this. And after that, the object is created. And after that, we need to save as well. So what we can do is create user dot save. So it will be saved in our backend. Now, if everything is fine, like all the steps are working fine, then at the end we will send the status, and status 201 is for success. Dot send, and inside the send we can write success is true. After that, we can give a message. User registered successfully. And also we can send our data that we made, so that if you want, like we can send the user as well, so that for example, when we go to our home screen, we can see that welcome, and then we can name that welcome Prabjot. So that's why we can send the user as well, only user. So user will be able to access all of the property like user dot name, user dot email. That's how we can access it in our front end. And if we face any of the error, we can send an error. Status 500. Success is false. After that, we can send a message that is error in registration. We can also send the error as well, what error we are facing. Uh, So first write this code and we will move forward.
Sir, exports E will be there, right?
Where?
Line number three. Line number three.
Okay, okay. So, so first we got the data from our body. After that, we validated it, each of them. Then we check if our mail is registered. If it is already registered, then we'll send the error. Then if it's not registered, we will make a new object and then save it in our database. We'll send success is equal to 2 with the 201 status, and in the error, the we will send a status 500, which means that there is an error on the server. We'll send false. If you're done till here, you can write this part. This part, just copy it and change the error. Success is false and change the status code. So are you done till here?
Yes, sir. Can you please go to the author out?
Author out, yeah. Going to complete this. Wait, that screen is coming. The author outs, I just made this. I have to complete this as well.
Hmm.
So let's complete this. Whatever we did, we exported our controller, the name register controller. So we We will write here register controller. We have to require that as well. And write homes, destructurize everything, require, and then inside it we will go to our controller and apps. I hope we are not getting any error in this. Right now we have made it, but we have not tested it. So have you like I know you have many of you have worked with the Postman API testing, but there is an like you can install this uh, extension that is Thunder Client. Go to the extension bar, write Thunder Client, and this one comes on the top. Let's install this. And also we are missing one thing. Like we made controller, we made the route, we made the controller, but we didn't call it in the server. You can see how we can call. We had write app.use. So similarly, I will write here app.use. Then write auth. After that, call that route, which I exported. This so const, let's say auth route, require routes, then auth routes. We'll copy it and paste it here. Now we'll able to use these routes as well. So after you have installed the Thunder client, there will be a panel here which will be written in Thunder client. I hope you all are getting it. So just open this and then click on new request. So here what we have to write is we have to write the URL. So our URL is localhost 3000. And after that, the first name that we got was auth. So we'll go right here auth, and inside the auth, what we want to access, the register. So auth, after that register, and it is a post route, so it's a post request. That's why we will change the method to post. I hope I'm doing everything. Yeah. Hmm, auth, this, what was the name? Register. And now in the body, we will add the data in the JSON format. So what was the data that we want? Name, email, password, and phone. So in this, we will write name, we will write email, and the spelling should be correct with the same. This one, email, check, gmail.com. And after that, it was password. That's for now. Like password 2 1 2 3 4 5 6. And after that, hmm, what was it? Phone.
At phone.
Yes, phone. Let's write anything. Let's see if it's working or not. We cannot post. I think I made a get or post. Let me see if there is an error. Okay, I think I've not done this. That's all.
What happened?
Yeah, you can see. So the error that was coming was this. I didn't add this slash, forward slash. So you have to write it for the paths as well and over here as well. So in the new request, you can see success is true, user registered successfully, and after that, Joy user at the rate. And then you can see it has written that created at and updated at. So this how it's coming is because we made this timestamp is equal to true.
Timestamp.
Yes, that's why we got this part, and ID is automatically generated. Let's see if we are getting in a database. I think something, yeah. You can see this one is now visible. So when we open this, there is a folder users. Why? Why it's user? Because in our user model, we created this. So this names, like whatever we write in this goes here. We create the name of folder. So after that, we get the same information that we got from Thundercloud. Scroll this. Let me show where was, yeah, here. So let's see. So right now I have already created the user by the email user@gmail.com. So according to our logic, we should not be able to register him again because it's already registered, right? So let's see if we send it again, if we will be able to create it or not. Taking time, I don't know why. Let's change it. User one. Yeah, user one is created, but user two might be getting some error. That's like only user@gmail.com. And I click on send. Okay, let's let it happen. Let's see if we get an error. So in our MongoDB, like Compass, if I refresh the documents, so here we can see user@gmail.com and user1@gmail.com. So we are able to create both of the, we are able to register both of the users with different mail ID. Hmm, it's very slow, I guess. Taking some time. So actually, you guys can also try this side by side. What you have to write is, after completing the controller part, you have to write this. You have to require the register controller, and after that, make a route for it. I named it register, and then pass the controller function there. And in our server.js, I called my route, that is auth route, and give my, like, I give a name to there, like auth. And after that, auth routes, I pass that route here. And don't forget to put this forward slash here. Yeah. So after that, go to the Thunder client and then try writing the URL. This part is same for everyone. This whatever you name, you will get. And after that, change the method to go. So try this and let me know if it's fine.
The server, the server one. Author outs, okay.
Well, any one of you have tried and got the response?
Sir, I'm trying. Wait a minute. Like I've finished written the code. Right now I am sending the request.
Okay.
So password is a string. That's why we are giving this in inverted comma, right?
Yes, yes. Password is string. But this has to be given in inverted commas everywhere in the JSON. The key.
So after clicking on okay, can I share my screen once?
Yes, yes. Yes, sure.
Is my screen is visible?
Yes, yes. What it's saying.
Yeah, there it is.
Uh, can you write the HTTP instead of HTTPS? I think that may be the problem. Yeah, I think yeah, now it's getting because the URL that we're working on is HTTP right now. Now check in the compass as well.
Hmm.
Go to your VS Code once after like connecting it. Yeah, again, like click on send again with the same. I want to see if we'll get to for you. It's also processing. Okay, no worries. You can go there. You can connect. Now you got the backend one and the users. Yes.
We still
Okay, I
processing.
found the problem. Now you can uh, drop down, like drop now. You can switch off your sharing. So after that, you can see when I work, I user three. If I refresh, user three is already registered. When I clicked on it, you can see success is
Hmm.
false. So what I changed was I added the status as well because
In
earlier status
existing
was not added. We have to add them.
in where author to controller. Where you have added, sir, in existing user, right? Return. Okay.
Yeah, you can see here the status was not added.
Uh, status 500. That is why it is like loading.
Yes, yes. You can try if it's working. You can add the status 401. Like 500 is for like the
Yeah,
server
yeah, yeah.
error. You're getting, right?
Yeah, yeah, success false message user already registered with this email. This
Yes.
message is coming right now.
I changed the status to 401 and I am getting unauthorized right now. If I change to 500, I click on save. Let's see what I get. I get internal server error. So it's not an internal server error. You can write 401. You can just go through what are some status codes, different. So there are 400, 401, many more. I'm writing 401 right there. So
401
it's,
unauthorized it is showing here.
yes, yes. Okay. So anyone else like facing any kind of problem?
Yes, sir. I was slow that time, sir. So I took a screenshot and recording everything, sir. Recorded everything, sir.
Okay, okay. So you can try.
Yes,
I
sir. I will
can.
try. I will try after this class, sir. Complete this class.
Yeah. So you can even cross that, and it will be available every time
Sir,
when we open the like
after,
past history is created. Yes.
after creating another user, MongoDB like Compass is not showing the another
Because you
user.
have to refresh the document. Here you can see there is a refresh button.
Okay,
Check
yeah,
if
yeah,
it's working.
got it. Yes, yes, it is
Actually,
working.
I want, yeah, now I you can see in our compass, we are actually able to see the password. Okay, but
Huh.
that's not secure. Like everyone like, who's working with the database can see the password. So we can use there's a bcrypt. I guess it's named bcrypt, bcrypt npm. Yeah. So it says a library to hash password. So it will convert our basic password to some complex form. So we can use that to hide our password from a common like, user, like or from the person working on the backend. So this some code. Hmm, so there are basically we have to enter the salt rounds. So by default, it may be yeah, it's written that recommended is 10. So the more the sort rounds, the more like complexities our password will go through. So the more computational time we take. So we can give it like more than 10, but it may take time. It may take some extra computational time. So we are gonna use the salt round is equal to 10, which is okay. So
Okay.
we'll use the salt round 10. So if I so first we have what we have to do is right here in the auth controller, we have to call a function to convert this the into a hashed password. So what we have to do is I mean after existing user, right? Before making our object, here we will call a function to convert this into the hash password, and after that we will write that password here. So let's make that function that I can name it this. Some helpers. So I can write it or hash password dot js. So first, like before that, we have to install it as well, since it's an npm package. So it's simple npm I bcrypt crypt bcrypt. I stop my server npm I bcrypt. We will run it again. After that, we need to require it as well. So I will write const bcrypt is equal to require bcrypt. And after that, we'll make a function. Let's say function name is hash password. So same function. And we will pass the password here that we get, like this password. After that, we will call a function here. We will add the password inside it. So we are expecting a password here. So after that, we have to give the salt rounds as well, as it's I will be simply give console error. We are facing any error. Otherwise, I will make a const with salt rounds is equal to 10, as it's recommended by them. And after that, we'll make a function. We will run a function which we get. See, first thing that we have to do is we have to write this password here. And after that, the salt rounds. And we have to write bcrypt dot hash. So what we can do is const, we will get a hashed password. So no, wait, we write bcrypt br cr bcrypt dot hash. And after that, the password that we got, and after that, the salt round. So what this will do is it will return our password in a hashed form. Let's return hashed password. And after that, we need to import it as well. Module.exports. Further, we'll make more functions to compare the password while signing in. That's why I'm creating it here. We will write hash password. So we will export this. And after that, in our auth controller, we are gonna import it. So hash hash password. We wanna require it from the helpers, and then hash password. We'll get that. We'll get this. And after that, here, where was it here? So after we check the existing user, we will write here const hash password is equal to, we will call the function, and the function name was hash password that we imported. Function name was hash password. Inside the hash password, we will pass our password and then click on save. And when we are going to make the user like enter the data inside the database, we are going to change the password with we'll give it a value of hashed password. I think we have done with this. We created a function and we will give the password value that is hash password. If we try to create another, say user 4, let's see if we get the password in the hashed form. Error in registration, password is required, path, password is required. Hmm, password. See if we are getting hashed password. By going here, the bcrypt. Oh, I think the spelling is not. What is bcrypt is not defined. Like hash password. Okay, spelling is BCRY. BCRYTP. Now try bcrypt is again spelling is wrong. Hmm, my spelling is wrong. B1. What are the actual bcrypt? BYCRPT. CRPT. Let's try again. Okay, now it's working. You can see I console log my password, that is hashed password, and we are getting this kind of password. What we entered in the password was 12345 6. Now we are getting such a complex password, and inside our here also we are getting the password as well in the form of hashed function, like in a hashed manner. And after that, in our database, this password we are getting in the hashed form. So tomorrow we will be working on a sign in and see how we can convert this hash password into a normal password and match with this with the user. Actually, at 4:30
Sir,
there's
can you
another class. That's why I have to end the meet. But if you have any doubts, I can send the another link. Okay. Like
okay, no sir, can you please go to the code once, like in the
okay, wait.
hash password? I'm just I'll quickly just
Hash
check the error
pass.
pattern.